for what? Turn down for what?
Whoops. All right, so just wanted to jump into things today. Actually, we have quite a busy day, so I wanted to make sure that we jump in very fast. I thought I had to count down for 30 seconds, but I guess it didn't click over, but that's cool. So let's go ahead and get started with everything today. Let me turn this light off. There we go. I know you guys love your intro music, but I wanted to make sure that we finished in time today. And again, got as much of this in as possible before Pal started speaking, because I think there's going to be some fireworks today. I think he's going to have to mention something about tapering. I was trying to do a quick count. That's what I was actually looking for right now. But, you know, we have Bostic. We have Mester, who I wasn't really familiar with Mester. We have Harker. All, you know, Bullard, or Bullard, however you want to say it. Again, more and more presidents are all chiming in to this whole thing about tapering. And I was looking at, where is it? I just had it too. I moved it. I don't know, but basically how, oh, here it is. This, right? That Biden advisors are considering, you know, recommending Jerome Powell for a second term. I mean, basically, it's kind of like, I don't know. Bernard, I don't know. I feel like it's kind of one of those things. It's like, I don't know. I feel like at this point it's getting way too political with, you know, who's in there. Like I said, Powell is just not happy with the way that he's done things. I don't think he's following the data correctly. And I feel like everybody, I mean, here again, Kaplan 2 minutes ago, Fed should start the asset, you know, purchase adjustments as soon as possible. So, I mean, literally it's everybody, right? Bostic, Mester, Harkin, Bullard, Kaplan, like every single one of them, right? So I feel like he's going to be pressured. He has to say something sooner rather than later. But I think it's 10 o'clock. I think there's going to be, even with this, and I mentioned this with Todd, he's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I was like, no, it does. Like, we're getting paid more, right? That's a huge difference in personal income, right? That we're making, but we're spending less, right? Like, when does America save money? Matter we don't. And again, preliminary wholesale inventories, we already saw that wholesale orders were going up, right? Wholesale orders were going higher. And yet we have inventories rising as well. Those are not good things for the stock market. Now, again, the economy is not the stock market, but again, we're playing the stock market, not the economy. So, you know, I think it's going to be big. Consumer sentiment, again, it's revised, so it's not going to necessarily be as big of a mover. But all eyes are on Powell. I don't know if you guys saw this when I looked at oh, did I get rid of it? I may have gotten rid of it. I don't need crude oil anymore. Yeah, I got rid of it. Basically, like there's like 9 things, you know, 9. It doesn't matter. You search Jackson Hole and you go, you know, search for news, and everything was waiting for Powell, 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 waiting for Powell. So I think if we get much movement, it's all going to be like, all right, is he going to screw this up today? Is it going to be a bad day? And again, what happens? I mean, if he doesn't mention anything, right? Everybody expects him to be dovish. Just refilled and it's a little bit hot. Everybody expects a very, very dovish speech from him because that's what he's been, right? He's been like a wet spaghetti noodle, right? God forbid he mentions the word tapering, right? I would say the T word, but if I say the T word, you're all going to say transitory. Nah, if I mention that, you know, basically, tapering, not transitory, because we know that he doesn't know what that means. Yeah, what does it do to the markets, right? If he starts talking about tapering, is he going to crash? Like, what does the crash look like, right? Is really what I'm curious about. Because put it this way, if they're starting to do the tapering, is there any reason why the markets are like, woo, tapering, right? I mean, I think the answer to that is no. Like, why would anybody be excited about tapering, right? Like, why would that send the market higher because they're getting less support? It's just not like a thing, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe to try to catch shorts, but how long is that going to last before you get stuck holding it up at the top and then it comes crashing down? So I don't know. I mean, like, we're seeing inflation, so we know we're going to do interest rate. I mean, it's one of those things. Like, what would the crash look like if he actually says tapering would be a good thing? We're going to use tapering to control the economy. It's like, I don't know. Like, I mentioned it earlier, like, to talk about, well, you know, we're not going to do that because we don't know what's going to happen with Delta. But, like, we've seen Delta already turn in other nations, and they've kind of peaked and are coming back down again. And it's like, And we just got the third vaccine approved. So it's kind of like, and again, we're only talking about, like 7% of the population that's not, of the at-risk population is only 7%, right? So I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like they're like hoping that like school kids go back to school, right? And there's like massive outbreaks. Is kind of what I think they're doing. It's the only thing I can think of. There's just no other way to justify anything else, right? As far as how how kind of weak he's been with what he's saying. But yet, all the like again, he has the same data, but yet all these other Fed chairs or Fed presidents are now all saying the same exact thing. It's like a united front. And again, Todd was like, "No, these are just the hawks. They're just hawks love the chirp." It's like, yeah, but these are big voting members. It's not just about it. Like this is not a senator, right? Like AOC can say whatever the heck she wants. At the end of the day, she's not going to be. She is such a minor part of the population. Like if she's in disagreement with the rest of the Democrats, guess what? It doesn't get passed. The Fed, they vote on things. It's all voted, but there's not like there's like 200 or 400 and something of them, right? There's not many. I think there's 12 voting members, and we've seen 6 or 7 of them already chime up all about this taper at the same time. So I mean, Powell is, yeah, he's the talking piece and he gives the final result, but everybody is chirping the same thing except Powell. So I don't know. Eventually, he's going to get his hand forced. I mean, if he's going to be a puppet of Biden, great. But again, eventually, he's going to get voted out, have no confidence, and then I don't know. I said it earlier. This goes bad real quick. They taper. I'll tell you right now, Biden wants him to do nothing because after everything that's happened in Afghanistan in the last 48 hours, and then if we have a market crash, also because of the same type of policies, it's going to be a clean sweep in the next election, right? There will be not just a sweep of president, but there'll be a sweep of the entire, House and Senate as well, because of everybody that supported him. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot at stake. And again, you would assume that it wouldn't come back to the Fed, but that's what it's turning into. The decisions that they make are gonna, again, we're already in the boom. There's only one direction we can go is the bust, right? That's the next phase in the cycle. So, as far as currencies go, yeah. They're all flat. Only one of them is in double digits. Maybe the euro or the euro dollar or the pound yen will go up in go one more pip for us. But look at this: 9 and 24 hours. 1, 6, 1, 69. And again, this is an oil story. 6, 7, and 9. Oh, there we go. 10. 10. Yes, we got 10 on 2 of them. So up. It just clicked back down again. This one back. It's playing. It's trying. But you see what I'm saying? There's not a whole lot there. So a lot of everything is going to be focused on Powell. So let's just jump right in. Obviously, it's a Friday. We don't have to worry about anything tomorrow. Jackson Hole is still there tomorrow, but we can't trade anything. Oh, here you go. Bullard repeats. He wants a taper now. First quarter 2022 finish. So again, everybody, they're all just like bam, 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 bam. Whew. And again, I wasn't familiar with Mester, but same thing. She wants it now too. So yeah, I'm telling you, Bullard likes to talk, but I'll tell you right now, with this administration, they won't pick a man to be, it won't be a man. It will definitely be a woman. So if it's not Powell, it'll definitely be Bernard. Just because that's, he said he's going to put women into every position. So it is what it is. Let's go across to here, and let's go to Aussie dollars. The silver I was watching was collapsing. So yesterday we were talking about a break of 72.36. Now it came in, it based right at that line, and it's like, oh, that shows us it's going to break, but doesn't give us the entry. And then it popped up and then kind of slammed through and went pretty much. I mean, it turned right here where we had mentioned being a speed bump, and that's where it turned. Kind of invalidates the trade for us, because it's already struck down to its profit target before we've really got any type of entry. Could you have taken it from the break there? Yeah, you could have, but unfortunately that kind of ruined it. And again, this level has been an area where again, I'll remove this, but you can see that all that basing in there came back up, and then it did all that basing yet again in that same level. So the good thing is we do know that we do have some buyers down in this level here, and I expect they'll be able to push a little bit further. As far as having like a really great reversal area, this one is going to be hard because everything we mentioned today is going to move the dollar. And I wouldn't say that any of these zones are really just absolutely amazing that's in close proximity. The 72.90 is good, and I like the 71.56. That's an old level here that came up and was tested. And actually, we'd have to shrink that a little bit. We're going to bring it into that range right there. So let's bring that down a bit, just to refine that a bit. But right now, you can see we're quite a distance away. We got 50 pips to the top side. you know, if it was 50 pips at the bottom side, I'd say it'd be valid. The reason why I'm not concerned about this one is because everybody expects Powell to be dovish. So if Powell is dovish, then it shouldn't move the dollar that much because nobody's really kind of expecting him to do much with it. If it was the other way around and we were kind of all the way down here, you know, and he mentioned something about tapering, that gives us the ability to kind of spike in and have a reversal. I don't think, I mean, even if he does get kind of a bit more aggressive today and actually says something, I mean, unless he says, yeah, we're raising interest rates next time, right? He's not going to say that, but if he did, then there's your 100-point move down into the zone at 71.51. Otherwise, there's not really a whole lot. We're kind of consolidated in. Obviously, we do know that, you know, there are some buyers that are sitting right in this level. And again, hit here, and then hit there again. This will be hit number 3 through that level. So, you know, it's going to be funky. He's going to mess up our reversal time today with it as well. But, and again, we can remove this. I don't know, maybe in the next 20 minutes if we come down. If we push down, we look for a punch through the top, right? Maybe we look for one of these with like a, you know, some type of limited risk. Although I haven't even checked yet. Where's the 1-3? 1 to 3s there. I haven't even checked yet, but I'm assuming there's this is a technical term, a metric crap ton worth of premium jacked into the options today, particularly the binaries. I just don't know. In theory, they sound great today, right? Limited risk. They, you know, there's no way for they can go negative, right? But if the premium cost is too high, it also kind of invalidates it for us. And I feel like that's kind of on the radar, right? I feel like there's going to be so much premium because everybody and the brother's watching it. So I'd say it's there, but we'll see. I mean, spot currency, again, a little bit more risk in it, but it may be, you know, again, and that's if we can drop in the next 20 minutes. It doesn't look like it. Looks like we're going to try to hold there. So Aussie yen, how about this? So we talk about being in one of these 3 areas for news, right? I did miss it by just a little bit, right? We talked about, you know, if we were down in this level, right, then that would be a potential. Look at that. It came down, it dropped, it hit it, and then it took off before. Like, it was kind of like they knew what the news was going to be ahead of time. And actually, you know what? I think it should be. No, it's 941. It should be right. Sometimes these are off. I found that these are off sometimes. I wonder if that was off on that one. It should have been. But the retail sales number. So, yeah. It went to where we thought it was going to go to. And look, it came back up and grabbed that same kind of area of interest level. We can change this to yellow, right? Once it drove through, it was no longer a green level. And you can see that that was a roll point. So, I would say kind of the same thing. This was obviously going to have yen exposure. I think 80.23 is something to watch out for on the top side. Obviously, there's buyers there, but it went 2/3 of the way through at this point. So be a bit more cautious with it. Let me see. Do I have... Where is the next hourly? Aussie yen. I wanted to look for a bigger time frame. They have the gap down there. See, 78.11. Yeah, they're kind of over in here. I was looking for something a little bit larger time frame that, you know, but I don't like this. That I'm not really a fan of. Man, none of these are great. Guess we can do that one. 80.23 I'm cool with. I'm fine with 80.23. Let me see if we can get anything in there. Let's go back down to 2. I don't really love that one. It's okay. I don't know. I don't really like this candle formation, but that's more where the zone is going to be. Let's see how far away from top. I think this one we just wait. It's about 45 pips of the 80.23. I think we wait till it goes up there. I don't think we try to catch us on the bottom yet. If we do, we got to wait for a base, and then we'll take a nearer term zone. I just don't really love any of these zones the way they are. This is a bit too big candle wise, based off what the ATR looks like. This one's been tested, but it went about 2/3 of the way through. So I wouldn't say that it's, I wouldn't say it's a high probability. So let's go through and see what else we can find. There's a big mover. Go back down to 30 minutes. So this is one we've looked at, right? We talked about this level, 85.88. It looks like this was the kind of in the overnight, overnight time frame, hitting about midnight. Obviously, we're well past the 1 to 3 at this point, but it looks like it's a gigantic mover, but it's only about 27 pips. But again, it was a zone that we talked about yesterday, the 85.88. I didn't see this one, actually. This one didn't. I had an alert on this one. Not to trade it, but I was curious of, when we got there for the play euro dollar, pound dollar. And this one didn't trigger my alert, but it ended up pegging that zone just fine. So, yeah, that was one from yesterday. We're sitting right in the middle now, so not much we can do with it. I would say, there's a small level here and some news later on today, but I don't think that I would want to get in the way of this one for the rest of today. I mean, this market's open for about another, hour and a half, hour and 10 minutes, something like that. Not much there. And like I said, with Jackson Hole, it's kind of like, I don't think I would trade a 1030 reversal on it. Downside, if you are short though, I would say, although there's a level here, which will probably be a bit of a hiccup, I would say make sure that you're definitely out before you hit this level here, right? The 85.36. Yeah, I'd say I'd watch out for that one more than anything else. That would be my profit target. Okay. Yeah, get out before then. Okay, if you were short. Otherwise, again, you should be moving your stop loss. Again, you definitely have some banked in this one. In fact, you may want to bring it all the way down. The 1 to 3. Whoops. Let's see. Where was your 1 to 3 at? You're probably out though at this point. Yeah, your 1 to 3 was all the way up there, right? So at this point, you should be locked in at least 1 to 4.5. It's at like 5.5 right now. Get yourself locked in right there again. Got a minimum. And again, if it continues to fall, trail it. Okay. Euro yen. So Euro yen kind of the same thing. This one actually ended up going about 2/3 of the way through. So typically for a Harry Potter, we like for it to push base and pull back again. This one kind of continued to push and made it. It was at a 1 to 2, right? Once we hit the 1 to 2 range, it kind of invalidates the actual trade for us because it's moved 2/3 of the way through. And again, we know that it could drop there, but again, it's basically done most of its movement. So we're going to go ahead and remove that one as far as what potential profit is. Although this has done a good amount of work here, I'm going to remove it so we can get kind of a clean look at this one. We know we got a level up top. Spacing through. I don't know that I like that top on there. Let me see. Get confirmation. Yeah, they're not. Just trying to see if the indicator liked that spot as well, and it does not. So I'd say next real probable spot is going to be up here. And again, I doubt this is going to be a today trade. Maybe we'll require about another 50 pips worth of movement. European session started here. Yeah, so European basically popped over and ran through. So yeah, I'll remove this now. We don't need it. Again, it's kind of hit it, but we know that's an area. I mean, kind of. No, I don't really love this zone. Reason why I don't love it is look at this: 1, 2, 3, 4 hours of absolutely no movement. And again, it was morning time, right? I mean, basically from 5:30 to 8:30. Be more of my target. Oh, God, I'd like to get an entry in this one, but I don't really love this. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's grabbing this, but again, it's been pushed. Maybe we can use that. It's not a clean entry though, or exit. Hmm. Trying to find like a good. That's probably the best one we got. And again, it's a bit of a front run, but I think if we're a little aggressive, we may be able to take care of that one. Again, this is for the more aggressive trader. Although I would be a bit cautious. This is more like a Sunday night trade for me. Right? Again, it's going to require about another 33 pip push. I don't know if I have enough time to play this one to the downside, but again, a little bit more aggressive. Again, the more conservative people take the 130.50. I'm sorry, the 130.05. Euro dollar. So look at this thing. Actually, I didn't draw this over enough, but there you go. Okay, there was a trade from yesterday? Actually, I guess it hit late last night. And again, this was one of those ones. It's like, oh, coming up again. It's like, oh, so close, and then peeled right back again, and then finally came all the way down. And at 9 o'clock this morning, it got you out. So again, valid trade entry. We talked about the 1773, and yesterday we were sitting like right here. We were like 2/3 of the way to profit. Where is it? I lost it. Right here. Right, we're down here. Right in the spot. So, yeah, and this was just a holder. So not much else we can do with it. Now it is approaching that level again, but again, we've hit it here. We hit it here. It kind of came up again. I would say the problem that I have with this one is this is a level that's been hit multiple times at this point. Check out Aussie now. Yeah, it's pulling away. And is that because of gold? Yeah, it's because of gold. See the big spike in gold, Debbie? Yeah, it's an $8 move in gold. That's why Aussie's getting pulled higher. So yeah, we were hoping for it to come down. It's going the opposite direction. Because of gold. Give me some gold, member. And again, same thing. Same thing. So there's a headline that came out. Let's see. Oh, could it be this? Could it be this guy? I don't believe tapering will harm the markets. They're already pricing it in that a taper is going to happen. Yeah. Look at this. Powell has no other choice than a taper. The real boss has spoken. I love the comments are my favorite part. Yeah, so that's probably what it is. The fact that he's talking about how the taper's already in. That's too early. That shouldn't pop. Yeah. And again, everything's moving to position itself. So let's see if we can get to that 85. How much we got to go? 38 pips. We could get there. We could get there. We could get there. Give us a taper and then give us like an interest rate date. I think that would be awesome. All right. 151.65. We got room again. You may say, oh, why is this moving right now? This is a yen-based play. Indices are kind of holding, but I'm delayed a little bit. So this spike is occurring now. So we'll see what the indices are doing. But because supposedly the market is pricing in a taper. I think we're still good either way in this one. We got some room to run on it. Like I said, I think top-wise is kind of what makes more sense. This one I wouldn't take as a number one entry. I'd wait for this one to hit, pull back, and then get the establish the level of risk, and then wait for a pullback to it to take it short, just to confirm. It's been a while, and the way that it hit, it was I like the drop. I like how it dropped base, and then boom, got hammered down. So I definitely think it's an interesting level. It is going to be at this point, being 10 o'clock. It is going to. Oh yeah, he has been for a while. Yeah, but he won't get it because he's male. But with that said, Ernest, next time, watch his name be up for the running. But this time, if it's not Powell, it'll definitely be Bernard. Because like I said, it's supposed to be about equality, but then you're appointing women just because they're women, not because they're the most qualified. But it's not bad because if Bernard gets in, she is the big digital dollar person. So we'll get the digital dollar first, which actually I think would be a good thing. I think the United States should go first with the digital dollar because we basically kind of have it now. But she'll be a big driving factor towards that. And I think that's important for the country to be kind of the leader on it. And she's very aggressive with it. If we don't, China will continue to take over. So I'm kind of like, I like her campaigning on that. I think that's where we need to be. I think we need to be extremely aggressive. I think we need to win that. If we're going to be considered an economic leader into the future, I think we need to be first. We need to determine kind of what's best for nations and countries. We do have the largest economy, so it makes sense that we're the ones that do it. If we let China do it the way they're doing it right now, it's just going to further kind of weaken us and cause more and more problems down the road. So I am a big supporter of that one. Look at this one, dollar getting cracked, and went right off that same level again. Didn't give us a great entry because of this, but look at this, base bounce, boom, pop. This I can remove now. We don't need that anymore. There was a trade from yesterday. We can take that off now. Again, this would need to be readjusted to the lower time frames. Actually, I'm gonna mark this off just because it seems like it likes this area here, those candles. Yeah, Pal's a monkey, so yeah, he'll do whatever they tell him to do at this point. No, we need this. It's funny because he wanted to stand up and tell Trump that he wasn't in charge, but yet he's doing everything he possibly can to stay in for Biden. So it's funny how that works out. We're an independent body. And now he's like, oh, no, we're going to do this to help the... Todd's like, no, he doesn't want to cause dissent. I'm like, no, he's a political puppet now. Digital dollar isn't infringing upon it. We basically have a digital dollar now, but no, I don't think so. Trying to see if we get up there. Let's see. We need another 40. Could get this. This could be a pop. Let's take this, drop this one over here. This is kind of like a... I'd like to see ideally, I'd like to be there before he speaks, but I don't know that's happening. But if we do take a pop up into that level, it was able to halt news before, right? Decent base, nice push, came back, halted news in the past. 137.86. Again, I like this more to the downside. Get target at 137.48. Yeah, I like that one. Hey, it's all right. You know what? A buddy of mine just texted me. He's like, hey, did you hear Biden's getting impeached? I was like, what? He's like, I'm just kidding. This guy is a pretty funny, like, he's kind of like a sick sense of humor with things. I was like, what? I'll have to message back later, like, yeah, that's wrong. I was in the middle of doing a stream. You can't message me like that and be like, hey, what? That's good. Yeah, it's all dollar weakness. Look at this. We missed the entry on this one a little bit from the top, the 127. Maybe we get up here, although I think CAD is a little bit riskier right now. Again, because of oil. Again, this is now the dollar kind of taking back over for bouncing in anticipation of what Powell's going to say. It's not this right now. It's not an oil story. Right now, this is going to be a dollar story. So we'll see. Oil's actually rolling back more to the downside. So yeah, this one we need to be a bit more cautious with. Look at this. You can see the volatility in it. But again, I think this one, it's been headed straight up. But I think right now we're in this kind of weak dollar state. Let me see what the consumer sentiment came in. It shouldn't be much different. Oh, it actually came even lower. Yeah, so. And everybody assumes inflation is going to be 4.6%. So, I mean, if perception is reality, this is what we're seeing. Inflation's at 4.6%. The economy not doing as good as possible. People are saving money, even though we're getting paid a bunch more. And again, we still have inflation going higher and higher and higher every month. So, all right, Mr. Powell, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. He's doing it again. Oh, he must be on the stream. Yeah, there's the weak dollar coming in. So we'll see what Powell is saying. So yeah, this is going to be what we're seeing on all of them. And look at that, damn. I mean, I guess he could have played it this way, but I mean, that's a pretty bold move to take that right there, particularly with the zone that close. Look at that. 8 pips. Yeah, look for At this point, look for this to come all the way down. I would not be surprised if this one comes all the way down to this level, if this is what we're seeing right now. Swiss is probably the same. Yeah, but look at the Swiss. Look at that. Look at that, baby. That one is out. So again, nice little 3-to-1 there. 91.98. Okay, that's one we've had on there for pretty much all week. So hopefully you guys were able to grab that one. That was an easy grab. And actually that one triggered at 9 o'clock this morning, right around... I hate how that keeps moving like that. Right there. That was an easy one. So again, hopefully you guys grab that. Again, like I said, we've been talking about this one for a while. Right? Since the 18th. So that one is out. And look for that one to run. Whew. We got some buyers in here. This one could potentially come all the way down to the 90.86. That is a nice runner right now. 56, 58 pips already in 2 minutes. Well, I guess 30 minutes, but Yen's going to be doing the same thing. Yeah, look at that. Yen, we just missed it by the top. It kind of got stuck in here, right around that level. Look at that, right there on the top. Now, do we take that short? Whoops. Bring this across. Let's go here. Ooh, can we make one of 947? Mmm. 50 more? Did he say his name yet? Did he say his name? Oh, here you go. 17 months have passed. I have a few frontline workers that would disagree with thanking the frontline workers fighting the pandemic. It could be appropriate to start taper this year. So he's not saying August. So yeah, dovish, but wow, this is interesting. There's no reason to believe that the fundamental inflammatory reasons have suddenly turned, and inflation is likely to continue to be a drag. Tapering doesn't carry direct rate hike timing signal. Yeah, this is the dovish comment. Doesn't mean we're raising it early. Oh yeah, it warns against ill-timed policy moves with substantial slack remaining in the labor market and the pandemic continuing. Such a mistake could be potentially, yeah. As far as politics go, yep, you're absolutely right. It could be, sure. Yeah. Whenever you talked about ill-timed policy moves, right? How about not doing anything? So, yeah, not surprised by that one. But yeah, it could be appropriate this year. Again, still pretty weak though. So I don't. With that said, I don't know. It'll be a harder run down to this 109.47. Let's go look at and see how. Actually, let's see oil first. Oil is kind of put a top in, a little stabilized. It's kind of waiting to see as well, but we got 3 tops in there, so we'll see if this one runs back. Again, I would say that this is probably more considered an up. Still waiting for 69.50. I mentioned that in the next presentation. Actually, I won't be surprised if this one stops and pulls back. Let's check out gold. All right, so there is the gold volatility candle. Yeah. $18. Right? $18 in one candle. Let me see. What is the daily ATR on this one? So the daily ATR is $21. So right now we are, I guess we're right back in the middle, but yeah. So 18.25. So almost a full ATR in one, and really it's probably like 1 5-minute candle. Actually, you know what I should do here instead? I'm gonna pull this up across. We're gonna use this for later. I'm gonna let's take this off. Let's do a horizontal line. I'm gonna put it right at 1800. Style. Let's do it like a weird color we don't normally use. Okay. I'm gonna remove this. Just so we have the 1800 there. All right, this profit target got hit. This profit target got hit. We don't need this anymore. see. Do we want to use that one? No, it's not super clean. I'm just trying to pull these larger time frame. Let's see anything else here that I like. That. Remove these. I'll mark this, but I don't know if I'm gonna trade off this one or not. Let's see. Here and here. Again, we're not there yet, but what I'm looking for is really like a clean break through 1800 based off of kind of what he says. And like I said, his are very politically motivated, and we don't want to make ill-timed decisions. Yeah, for what? Right? You can always go back and forth. Like other nations are already starting to do it, so it's definitely in the works. Do we want to take a balance off that one now? Ooh, tough question. Tough question. I still think this is target first, and then we can get a potential bounce off of that. So we would need a bit of a kind of like a, basically like a push out and a pull back in right to that line. And then you could either take it as it breaks the peak or goes further. Euro dollar, it's probably jacked all over the place. Yeah. It's all the way back through. And again, it doesn't surprise me. Again, it's amazing how I got low, right, for that kind of move. And it makes sense. That's why we were looking for this position short before. And, you know, again, look at the number of hits, right? I guess we don't, even if we don't count that one, right? You have technically your 1, 2, 3 right there. But if you count this as one move in, this is a move in, this is a move in, this is number 4. So it shouldn't have held another time. And it missed an entry down here if you wanted to go along with it. But yeah, not surprised by that one. But this one is out. Good trade there. We can remove that now. And our next one is 1805. So look at that. Got us out at 9 o'clock just to jack us right through the top again at 10 o'clock. So, yeah, I would say 1805. Again, it's an area that's been tested. It's got to chunk through a little bit more for a bit of a reversal. Yeah. Dollar against being another attempt. Dollar Swiss is pulling back a little bit. Let's go silver. So silver ended up tagging our profit target, that 23.40 that we're looking at. Kind of dropped right into it, and again, quite volatile. This is let's see, 40-cent move. I don't even know. Yeah, it's 50-cent move is kind of what this one is standard in a day. I would say like we had this level. It's been tested again here, but in all honesty, I'm gonna remove that. I think we target 24 at this point, right? I mean, here's our first profit target, so that one's gone. For any of the shorts at this point, I think this is another target if you get short again, but we're not in the short scenario right now. I think right now we go long. This is kind of more of a long scenario, and we wait till we get up to, I think this right now, 23.95 to 24. I think is a next area we're looking for sells. Again, same rationale. I think gold and silver both need to go higher today, based off of what he said. He's getting back into a corner, and he made the right comments. So I think we're good with that. Wow, this was like it's down. Natural gas didn't have much of an effect to it. TLT bonds are not sure what to do. They're like, what do we do with this? So bonds are not sure what to do with it. I guess let's jump over the indices and remember there's a little bit of a delay here. You can see kind of volatile back and forth, right? This would have been at 4 o'clock. Drop it down to a 15. Funny that was in that same level again. See what other comments has he made. Oh, it's just the same thing. Oh, look, we're getting removed. The EU starts procedure to remove United States, 5 other countries from list of countries allowed travel in EU without additional COVID restrictions. Okay, so it's good. Thank you, Europe. So yeah, so these are just the opening remarks. Yeah, so that's the only one. Has he said anything else? No, just the ill-timed stuff. Here it is. I'm telling you, I love it. Gold is rocking. Tapering this year is enough to make the yeah. So that's just his opening remarks. So we'll see what else we can get out of him today. All right, let's go ahead and check the charts. Let's see. Pull this up. All right. So, all right. So this one is popping. You know, it's going a bit higher. Like I said, tapering, all that kind of stuff. Talking about this year, I think is kind of the dovish comments. I think it's a. I wouldn't say that it's a not positive answer. Um, Mentioning that it is appropriate, but like the labor market is weak and everything like that. He mentioned tapering, but it wasn't like, yeah, we need to start soon. It's maybe this year. Like I said, this. I don't want to read the whole thing. I have to go so far. Um, it could be appropriate to start this year. Means that he sees it, acknowledges it, and maybe we'll put it in. He's still stuck on inflation. He is still stuck on the inflation aspect of it. So it means that it's going to go in, that he's not completely lost, but you know, overall, I would say it's not negative, unless he makes any type of follow-up comment about the disinflationary factors. I don't know. Maybe that's what we needed to get to 4,500. I don't know. Like I said, tapering's not great, but right now, you know, again, this 915, 930, you know, old area of interest, that would have been a place to go long from it, and I think that would have surprised a lot of people had they actually traded it. I bet you the volume is very low for that opening print. Um, yeah, yeah, it's there. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping it's like, hey, hit that 4,500, go to 4,500, talk about how positive that is about doing nothing. Go 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 go. So yeah. Let me see what else we got. NQ. Yeah, you can see NQ is held right around the 15,300. At least he mentioned it. I'll give him credit. He mentioned it. I won't be super mean. Kind of the same thing. I would say. Hmm. The question is, can we stomach traders done from the other day? There's the basing right there. Question is now that his opening remarks are out. Do we pull a reversal now? Because it's 10:15. Hmm. I wonder if we have enough oomph to pull a reversal. Although this is the strongest, NQ is probably not going to be the reversal. YM's got some room to run. Yeah, YM's got some room to run on this one. But kind of the same thing. Look at that. In that area of interest, right at the 930 candle today. Yeah, this one has room to run. I don't know that I don't think this is going to be a reversal candidate either. Maybe, I don't know, maybe, but um it's funny. I talked about it in Nadex that Russell is the most volatile, right? This one was the weakest, and now it is the strongest. Yeah. And look, kind of the same thing on a 15-minute. All that basing right there. Right? Right at the open. And then off to the races. Who we have? Come on, good luck. All right, so here's an interesting. I did push it kind of at the brink. Um, hmm. So we know we have a level. Oops, that's just the wrong color. Do we ding a reversal off 250 or 2250? Hmm. That's kind of an interesting play. So we know we have some sellers stepping in. Again, it's kind of an old area that we've hit it before. We have confirmation, but you see that 2250, and again, I drew that off of these candles, and you can see that's exactly what we tagged there. So I'm curious if we pull a reversal. Again, we got 13 minutes, but something along those lines for maybe like a reversal of. Okay, he said it. The market's absorbed it. Parabolic move up. Let's see if we can retrace back down again. Could be an interesting level, right? And again, I'll stick that right there so you guys can see it. Whoops, I want this one on the top. Right there. A 2250. Be a psychological level. Could be interesting. Tested once. Parabolic move because of what we heard Pal say. But again, it will kind of come back down again. So that's not a horrible trade. Let me see what else we got. Again, that's in the Russell. Dollar index, obviously, not happy. Right? Not happy because he made that comment about the interest. Just because we're tapering means nothing with interest rates. We're going to wait forever. Yep. Pushing back down. I was like, what the heck was that? There's gold. All right, so again, same 30-minute window. Let's see, is gold broken 20 yet? There we go, 22. So gold is $22.40. So it's over an ATR in one 30-minute candle. And it did break that top too. And I was hoping to see if we can get a reversal of that one. But again, gold should be long. You know, you should be long gold. Silver, same thing. Should be long. We got nothing until way up there. And I was hoping we get a reversal on that one, but it doesn't look so. Aussie, we're peaking there. Can we hold for another 10 minutes and then reverse out of it? This one is no longer valid. Actually, you know what? I'm going to move this up. This is the one that we want right there. That's the one we wanted, not this one. This one. This base, this test. This one didn't have a test. Okay, let's adjust that up. 7309. We'll see if we can get a reversal sitting in here. Let's see, has Pal said anything else? Nope, just that so far. Just his opening remarks. So yeah, I would expect to see some type of reversal on pretty much everything today. So that's going to be the big pieces. Aussie dollar there. This one should be up. Yeah, this one's already starting to pull back a bit. Pound went to there before starting to pull back again. Come on, you can push. Dollar CAD. It did use that level. It did use that. Look at that. All the way. Moving for its profit target. It's continuing to push. We got about another 50 on that one. That one's already starting to pull back a little bit, but nice run. This one's got room to go too, although it's hitting that same level again. It's got some buyers below. Also, yen just tagged that level at 80. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of things that are finding levels of buyers or sellers in the opposite direction. So it looks like we could be in a pretty good reversal time now. So, and again, we're at that 10:30, that 10:20 mark. So a lot in there. At Apple, yeah, Apple liked the news. Tesla liked the news. AMC, nothing. GME, nothing. Natural gas, kind of liked it. Like I said, TLT, not sure what to think about it. Again, this is a rate story. All right, that's it. So again, we went through quick. I wanted to make sure we got as much in as possible before that kind of speech came through. There'll be more headlines later today. Like I said, this is just his opening remarks. There'll be additional ones later on. And again, currencies for the most part, considering all the swings that we had, I mean, 25.38. I mean, pound now is at 9. That was our best one. And even dollar CAD, right? Dollar CAD was rocking at like 60. Now it's only 18. So dollar Swiss being down. This is purely a dollar weakness story. And again, looking at the dollar index, you can see the dollar index is kind of battling back again. 92.76 was an area of buyers, and it's trying to fight back again. So if it can come back up, even if it closes just where it was kind of starting the day at 93, that's a big reversal, and that helps pretty much all the currency positions that are out there. So, all right, let's go ahead and do the drawing for today. So we got 7 in, 8. Eki won yesterday. Who do we get in here? Ernest, Marina, Debbie, Ross, Eki, Nero. All these are suspects. I don't think I drank enough coffee during that time. All right. I can go ahead and draw it. Let's see. It is for 50. Remember, it is 50 Chip Friday now because we're still making it up. But this will be the last 50 Chip Friday unless we miss out on something next week. All right. Winner of today's drawing is Ross. Ross, we haven't seen you for a while. I hope everything's well over there. So, look at this. Eki won yesterday. Ross. And then I think it was either Neuro. Yeah, it was Neuro and then Marina. So, poor Will's like, yeah, I won last week. I thought I had that reset. Let's find Ross. Where is Ross? Here you go, Ross. Let's give you your 50 for Friday. Ross, whoops, not 590. That would have caused problems. 50. Where's Ross? Look at that. Ross, one more day and you're breaking into that the top 10 here. Well, not top 10, but over the over 1,000 group. And then, again, right there, taking Q over. Again, Q has been missing since kind of COVID. So, all right. With that said, I'm out of here. You guys have a great weekend. And, again, watch out for positions today. I think reversals are probably due, right? A couple different positions look like they're in, potential reversals for the day. So, hopefully you guys grab those. And if not, I'll catch you next week on Monday morning. Again, remember, Nidex's presentation at 8:45, and then we'll start around 9:30. Also, Monday is my birthday. Just FYI, Monday is my birthday. I expect lots of presents and surprises and purchase things for the channel. Everybody go buy Nitro for the Discord channel on Monday for my birthday. Ross is Eki is wealth better. Yeah, I know, right? Wealth better. Yo, I'm here today. I'm winning. It's wealth better. I love that guy. He cracks me up. I'm here today, guys. I'm taking it. I'm winning it. Calling a shot. So, all right. I'm out of here, guys. You guys take care. I will catch you guys on Monday. Take care.